Hey guys, my name's Gareth and today I'm going to be taking you on a tour of a standard ocean cabin aboard Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas. For our 5-night stay, we stayed in cabin 2616. So the beds are in a twin orientation at the moment, but of course they can be converted into a double. Now, next to the bedside, there are no power outlets and there is no USB socket hiding underneath the lamp, unfortunately. So if you like to charge your phone overnight, unfortunately it's not going to be by your bedside. Now, the actual beds themselves are pretty comfortable. They're nice and firm, yet not too firm, if you get what I mean. Pillow-wise, they were okay. I mean, I didn't sleep that well because my neck always felt a little bit crooked, but there we go, that's personal preference. Now we've got the view outside. As you can see, the window is a little bit salty, but they can't do a lot about the natural elements, can they? You've also got a phone, also some little cubbies by the side of your bed as well, which are very comfortable for socks and underwear. And if you've got suitcases, there's plenty of room underneath the beds to be able to stow them away, rather than taking up space in the wardrobe. In terms of decor, it's a little bit dated, as you can see, but to be fair, the ship is 17 years old, so for her age, she's been very well looked after. Everything's very clean and tidy. Now, if you are sharing this room with someone else and you want a little bit of privacy, if they are early risers and you just want to lie in, you've got this handy curtain that you can draw along so you can essentially separate the cabin into two. Now, there is also a nice comfy sofa here and a rather annoying glass table. It looks nice and everything, but the amount of times I hit my knee on it was unreal. But there we go. Now, as you can see, there's a nice full-size mirror, which is perfect for getting ready to go out, especially on formal night. And then over here we've got a small television, which was perfectly fine. Unfortunately, there wasn't much in terms of films, TV channels or anything like that, but then you're on a cruise, so you don't need them. Hidden away down here, we've got a little mini cooler, which is ideal for bringing some cans and bottles back, just in case you fancy anything in the night or indeed in the morning. And here we've got some drawers. They're not huge, but again, they're ideal for socks, underwear, that kind of thing. There's plenty of storage in this cabin. Now, in terms of outlets, we've got 2 US outlets as well as 1 EU socket. So there isn't much in terms of that. So if you need more outlets, we'd recommend bringing a multi-plug. Just make sure it's not surge protected. And if you like your coffee and tea in the morning, of course you are covered there. If you like to hear announcements from the captain, that kind of thing, you've also got this little knob here that you can turn to turn it up. Also, hidden behind these little mirror panels, there is some additional storage. You're not going to get much in them, but for little knickknacks, maybe makeup, that kind of thing, they could be useful. And there's also a handy light here, so it's nice and bright, so you can see what you're doing. Now, on the back of every cabin door, you will have instructions of where you need to head to should there be an emergency. Very unlikely, but you never know. Here we have the wardrobe, and as you can see, it's pretty sizable. There's plenty of room for your dresses, jeans, trousers, suits, anything you might have, as well as handy racks. And there is also a safe. Now, it's not a huge safe, as per usual on most cruises. They aren't huge, but handy for wallets, passports, that kind of thing. And hidden away at the top of the wardrobe, should you ever need them, you have your life jackets. And also this little switch here controls the lighting, of course. It is the main switch for the majority of the lights in the room. You've got a couple of little hooks here which are useful, of course, for hanging coats. And also the bathroom light, as well as this little nook here. We worked out that it was for the front door, so the door handle didn't keep knocking into the wall. Very clever. Anyway, here is the bathroom. Here's some lighting as well so we can get a proper look. Now, the shower is quite small, a little bit tight, but we were fine in it. We're both 5'10" and we had no problems. And it was nice to see they had actual shower screens rather than shower curtains. We always preferred them. Now, although this is a 17-year-old ship, everything is very clean and serviceable. It still looks pretty new from where I'm looking anyway. It was all very clean clean. So yeah, no problems at all with the shower. Of course, you've got the toilet here, as well as plenty of racks, so if you want to hang up your towels, just to save them being re-cleaned if they don't need to be. Together, we can do our bit for the planet. Now, moving around to the sink, as you can see, there's plenty of room for bits and bobs such as cosmetics. There's a nice big mirror here, as well as a very clean and new looking sink. Now, you don't need to bring any shower gel or soap. That is provided to you complimentary by Royal Caribbean. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this tour. Of course, if you have any questions, let us know in the comments. We always like to hear from you. She is an older ship, but although a little bit dated, we think she's still looking pretty swell.
If you wanna know